I see quite a lot of documentaries, on the YouTube regarding Mexico. And one of the things that struck me, them highlight to a certain extent the plight of the people. But me not really see no documentary where go in depth, we live amongst the real people. Them painted with a broad brush and them show a little slide. But in the story, most you see about the gangs and the vigilantes, but you really don't see the in-depth suffering. You don't see a documentary or an interview that just only focus on the survival and the suffering of the people without the gangs mentioned, just show the plight. You really don't see it, and it's sad because me as a person from Jamaica, me know what suffering is. I mean, me don't know to the level, the extent of gangs like Mexico gangs, but I've been to Mexico twice. I've been to Honduras, I've been to Nicaragua, Costa Rica, I've been to San Pedro Sula, I've been to Tegucigalpa, I crossed through Nicaragua, I've been to Guatemala City, I crossed the river in a Chiapas Tapachula. And I know the danger. And I was, the first time when I left Panama, I was traveling with a group of African Indians, Asian people and some Africans, and two persons from Ukraine. And it was a treacherous journey. And in the story, it was horrible because we were traveling with ladies. And even though I never experienced it, but we got split up at the border of Costa Rica because they had to bring us in a van from the border of Costa Rica in the night. Five of us going to a little van. Five, and it was like about 30 of us traveling. So that van, and each person had to pay $10. And so the van was making trips. And when we meet up back in Nicaragua 3 days later, the lady said they didn't have much money and they had to pay with sex to reach into Nicaragua. And one of them was a beautiful Indian girl. But we don't know this. Americans don't know this. And there's some way, you feel like there's nobody appealing to the conscience of America about the plight of these people. And when they come, the horrible perils they go through just to reach here. And when they reach here, they're treated like dogs and animals. And border patrols, racist border patrols, some treat them like dog, and certain racist, inhumane treatment in some states. It's unfair. And there's a God of heaven watching, and America, and I'm telling you, and maybe God won't forgive America, and trust me, God won't forgive you when you turn a blind eye. God won't forgive you. So don't think God will forgive you for all the wealth you have. But there are people dying, hundreds of people dying to reach your shores. And rightfully America, you rightfully need 100 million more people to fill up this country. I'm not saying you should fill it up with immigrants, but be human about it, be humane. You're spending billions of dollars to Israel, North Korea, Japan, this, Turkey, this. Why don't you offer $1 billion to the solution in Mexico? Why don't you have a program in that desert to irrigate that desert, to set up a good way to say, listen, we protect life? Where's the conscience? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy.